go. So we're doing it into the group. So is it going to the excellent?
So we're live in the Real Estate Virtual Assistants Australia, and
Excellent.
we're also live on the niche outsourcing page.
Now, is it Mother's Day in the Philippines? Is it?
That's a really, really, really great question. That's a great question.
I'm going to say it is. I'm going to put it out there and say it is. Now I'm running to Facebook to look for anyone I'm connected with on Facebook to look.
I am also going online to check.
Are you just Googling it, or are you checking on Facebook to see?
I can't see anything in there yet. But it's what time is it in the Philippines? It's 6:51 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
so I guess people are probably getting ready for dinner
and stuff. Yeah,
in isolation. But I guess isolation dinner is quite different than it was. Like Mother's Day last year. Actually, where were we Mother's Day last year? May.
Check on this day.
I think we're in New Zealand.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to my memories on Facebook now, Michael, to see. So 1 year ago, 10th of May, feeling we left on the 11th. I think we did a tour, and I've got 2 Mother's Day posts. So I must have been close, but yeah. Yeah, I'd love to.
Well, so for those who are watching anyway, we have got the pink banner at the moment because it is Mother's Day in Australia, and we thought we'd just change it up a little bit, add a little bit of colour.
It's interesting. It looks purplish on my screen. What colour does it look on your screen?
Could just be a tone. It looks pink on my screen. So for anyone watching, what colour is this banner at the moment? But we hope everyone's had a fantastic weekend, and it's Sunday night, and everyone's kind of either getting ready to start a shift at the moment, or they're getting ready to have dinner, go to bed, and then start the week. Definitely interesting times at the moment. And I think one of the reasons why we wanted to come online today was just to acknowledge all the mums out there. But this week, or in the last 2 weeks, Dennis, I think we've seen probably close to 1,000 different resumes come through.
There's been lots of resumes that have been coming through. Some of them have been really good. Some of them have been confusing. And then there's been some of them that have been a little bit disappointing. So, I mean, we aim to do this. One of the purposes of the live tonight is to hopefully give some insight into helping people apply for jobs. When we did our very first virtual assistant training day in the Philippines in January, Michael, that was one of the key topics. We covered it.
Very much.
Yeah,
very much.
It is important, to get it done. I think that somebody should have a job in building resumes for people, or CV.
I think there is, and they really should contact a lot of the people and tell them, what they should be doing. So we want to give some general feedback on resumes. Yep. So when you are applying for jobs, that you can hopefully apply some of these tips. We'll go in tandem, right, Dennis? I'll go one, you go one.
Yep.
So one of the things that people should be really mindful of is having a relevant resume for the job that you're going for. So if there's a job, and let's say it is a operations manager, right? For example, operations manager, but your resume is just like virtual assistant, graphics designer, like there's nothing to the job that you're going for. That's a big no-no. Also, just on that, if you're not doing a cover letter, then like in the absence of that, if you're not doing a cover letter saying, oh, hi, Dennis, I've seen your job on such and such, and please see my application. You'll know that I have experience covering these tasks, A, B, C, which are highly relevant tasks when applying for a job such as an operations manager. Whilst I haven't held an office admin operations manager role before, you'll see that my tasks, my skill set are directly relevant, and I feel like I'm a great candidate to apply for your job. I just don't see that, right? I don't see it, but these are things that are going to help everyone apply for that.
Yeah, so one thing that we've obviously seen is people that they're applying, but then at the end they're actually saying, "Please put me down for everything." That's not what we want. That's just a desperate act for I want any job you want. We want to know what your key focus is. If you are going to apply, put in a cover letter. My expertise is this. I know that you're applying for this. If anything comes up, this is what I want. Be straight up front with us. We are looking at employing a lot of people over the next 12 months, so we certainly will keep it in. We've had someone that's been applying for us nearly every job since January. And we're straight out, hey, thanks for applying. Don't actually have one for you, but we'll keep you in mind, and we will stay in contact with you in that case. So, what I'd like to add, Michael, is I love the personal touch on resumes. I love seeing
100%.
somebody's photo. It shows confidence as well. So I really enjoy seeing the person's photo that's on there. If they had a cover letter and the photo and the resume, then that's a double plus. It really is. So, we like to see is you've got to jump in and have a video meeting with us anyway, or you've got to send us a video. So we're going to see you anyway.
Well, I did that interview the other day with that person, and they didn't have, this is an interview. I'm not going to be doing an interview with like a black screen and so I need to have a camera. And this was if you're applying for a job that the company is abroad, which is a high possibility, they largely don't have any idea whereabouts you're from in the Philippines. So they don't know if you have electrical outages or internet shortages or anything like that at all. They have no idea about the area that you live in. So one of the things I bring to their attention is, hey, it's Michael, the developed area. Our internet speeds are typically X. We sometimes have power outages. However, we are told in advance of when they're going to happen, and let the person reading the resume know what they're.
Good point.
One of the worst things you can do is not let people know that you do have constant issues or internet speed isn't that great. Because I know that if we're doing video and you have really bad upload, it's not going to work.
Well, but the point you could also be bringing up there, Michael, is if you've got good internet, use that as a point of difference in when you apply good internet. You have got good speed. It is developed. You bring up there. I really like it. Now, if people have, please, if you're in the group, watch the interviews, the videos that we've got, are asking questions, and a lot of people have actually put their submissions in because, Michael, part of the position is actually giving us a video. We want to hear your tonality. We want to catch your personality. We want to see who you are because that's how we learn. And during the video, we've actually asked people to answer questions. So some of the people haven't been answering those questions. So please, that attention to detail, when there's a question being asked, it's really, really important to show us or whomever you're applying for that you have watched the video. You don't just see a job and apply. Actually listen and watch that in the video in its entirety.
Yeah, massive attention to detail is a big plus. Like we always say to people, step 1, watch this. Step 2, apply here. Step 3, do this. Step 4, do that. And one of those tasks is, like Dennis said, we ask them a particular question, or it might also be that we get you to Facebook, right? So I would say, here's the link to Facebook. Find me, send me a private message on Facebook instead of using Skype. I don't want to be using Skype. So if you can find me on Messenger, and those people that find me on Skype or try and go a different way to contact me, I think, well, have you actually read the step by step? Your resume looks really great, but if you can't follow this really simple to follow detail, which is clearly on the job, I kind of struggle a little bit with that. So make sure that, recapping, Dennis said put a photo on your application form. We said mention a bit more about where you're from, some of the really positives like the great internet speed you've got, or some of the issues you have in the area. One thing that I kind of question and laugh at sometimes, we put a job ad up for graphic designers, and some people have given me resumes on JPEG files.
or a Word document. There was
Or
one
a
on a
Word
Word
document.
document as well.
A lot are on just like a Word document.
Yeah.
Or, we asked for a video file and someone said they don't want to show me a video of themselves for security purposes. But like, we do a lot of video, and like, so do a lot of people around the world. And like Dennis said, if we can see your energy, your attitude, your ability to engage and connect, that is a massive plus.
But the thing is about the security thing, we need to know who you are, where you live, your name, your details, etc. That's actually, you're giving us more details there through whether the video, and just to help people out, your looks makes no difference to your employment. We do not. So don't think that you've got to be good looking, you've got to be pretty, or you've got to be a handsome looking person to get a job.
Why do you do this when you're saying it? Why do you say you've
Because
got to be good looking,
I've got a face for
handsome,
radio.
pretty?
This is a kind of radio, right?
You're alluding to yourself.
I like to talk with my hands. So, please do not worry about how you look. Obviously, your presentation and what you're wearing. We want to see who you are. It's real and raw.
We want personality.
We want to know who you are.
Correct. Yeah, so we have a job ad up at the moment for a executive assistant for Dennis and myself. And like, some people are hiding themselves, or like their resumes have got no redeemable features on them, or or maybe we're missing something, but they're not drawing us to the attributes that they're trying to put forward to us. And so it's really quite interesting. But we wanted to get on tonight, and I guess just talk about the resume and how we can give you some tips. If you follow those, I think it was 5 tips that we put in there when applying for a job, I think you'll be viewed more than other people's resumes, especially if you send them to us. Definitely, if you're going to send them to us, if you did those things, you would be looked at faster.
Yeah, I've been quite impressed that some of the people have actually had their own YouTube channels, or they've done the videos on Vimeo, which has been really good as well. So it actually shows us that they're quite active in using the video technology and stuff. So that's really good. So congratulations for that. I think that's really important. So well done. And we've had some of the books. One of the questions we've asked people was really cool. Yeah. It shows us insight into who you are, and that's what we love. That's what we really like to see. So, congratulations on that. Real, authentic. Show us the photos, have your resumes, even some spelling mistakes. We're not too bothered about the Americanized wording and the Australian. Do we use an S or a Z or a Z? We even confuse it sometimes. So it's not that, but basic spelling, and do a little bit of homework on who we are as well, and have
research
that as part
the
of
brand.
the presentation. Understand who we are.
Good one.
Yeah, there was a couple of videos that people they mentioned it. It's not hard. The branding's behind me for one of our businesses. Do a bit of research behind us. It's really easy to catch that, because that shows us that you are being proactive, and that's what we need to see. Yeah.
So we'll wrap it up here tonight. If anyone has any questions, let us know. We do have a number of job postings going at the moment. We are doing interviews right now, so if anyone is interested, please make sure you have a look at down the feed. But Dennis, did you have anything that you wanted to end on tonight?
No, I think we've covered it.